Alrighty, let's get after it. 4:51 p.m., 10/7/2025. We're off probably one of the weirdest weeks of NFL football I've ever seen in my life. A lot of weird and unlikely scenarios. Mostly just like the ways touchdowns were scored. Obviously, the weirdest one in the Titans game, that everyone would just scramble for the ball and then Calvin Ridley just jumps on it in the end zone. And
the Cardinals blow one of the worst games possibly ever.
DeMercado does
Oh my God.
pulls an A.D. Mitchell who pulls a Jonathan Taylor, pulls a Deshaun Jackson. How many times does that have to happen, dude?
It's crazy it can even happen 1 week later.
Yeah.
How is that not in every single film room
And
after it happens?
Jonathan Gannon was pissed. He walks up to him and
he
smacks
hit him in the chest. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually hit him in the chest. I was all for that because
Yeah.
again, Jonathan Gannon kind of off the rip so far. What everyone thinks is he kind of seems like a pansy.
Yeah, like a goober.
Yeah,
Yeah, 100%.
yeah.
I mean, I've said it myself. I've said on the show that I think he just doesn't look like a football guy.
Yeah, but like clearly he's got a fire burning in there that he's getting frustrated with losing.
Yeah.
Especially because they don't got a lot of talent, but like
Yeah, they're kind of lacking.
Marv ain't really popping off. Kyler ain't doing what he's supposed to be doing, and Trey McBride's Trey McBride, but Kyler sucks, so Trey kind of ain't getting the love either. But yeah, that was crazy, dude.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely insane. And then
it should have been 28-14.
yeah,
And then it turned to 21-14, and then it turned
sealed that
to
game.
tie game. Within, that's so nuts. And it's goofy ways. It just capped last night. Chiefs blow it. A lot of penalties for all those people who say the Chiefs never get penalties called on them. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence there, after getting that pass interference call and then getting pushed right up to the end zone with 30 seconds to go. And then I'm like, as soon as he tripped and fell, I'm like, the Chiefs always have to win.
Yeah, it's
like,
always something weird and stupid that happens.
Yeah, and it's like just good luck is always on their side.
Yeah.
And sure enough, and then he goes to get up and he falls again. And I'm like, oh my God, that was like the craziest looking goofy play ever. It goes hand in hand with the ball getting kicked around in the Cardinals-Titans game.
Yeah, it was insane. And then I saw on the Manning cast, Peyton and Eli were like, if that were me, I would have just stayed on the ground.
Yeah.
Shout out to T-Law for getting up.
That's what I thought he was going to do. Like when he fell initially, I thought he was about to just turtle up and expect someone to land him. Also, did you see how lazy Chris Jones was on that
was
play?
pathetic. That was really bad. I was going to bring that up next. Yeah, that was...
Don't know if he could have caught him, but where's the effort, bro? You just sat out 2-3 games last
year
year
$95
because you wanted a payday, and then in a game like that where your season is still on the line, you guys are only 2-2. You're not out of the weeds yet.
No,
this is going to be a big game coming down the road. You're talking same conference at least, and then you're just walking. That was crazy to see him be.
Yeah, that was
so lazy
really,
on a play.
Really bad.
Especially at the end of the game. You think you got to have some juice right there. This is a goal line stand with 30 seconds to go. They have no timeouts. This is it. This is the game now.
Yes, you are a team captain. You are a leader on this defense.
Yeah.
That was
rough,
horrible look. Horrible look.
And I am that penalty that got called that the Chiefs called back themselves, basically. It looked pretty funny how that all happened. And, of course, X blew up over that, but when Juju got called for the pass interference on the pick that he did on the Kelsey touchdown.
Oh yeah. I
think that was a bogus call. I don't care. I don't know who the ref in the booth was. Whoever they talked to. It wasn't Terry McCauley.
No,
but,
it was Mike Pereira.
Might have been.
I believe it was.
It might have been. Yeah.
Yeah.
But even he was like, "No, I think that was a good call." I'm like, "You're a lame ass."
Yeah.
That is so lame. They're on the 2. His foot is literally on the 1. And they're trying to be like, it's more than 1 yard downfield. It's like, can we stop with it? That's a stupid penalty anyways. That's a stupid thing that exists anyways. More than 1 yard away, but you could do it within 1 yard. It's just a dumb call. So
yeah, it's defensive holding. It's just kind of similar in the sense of within 5 yards that you can push on them. Basically, just try to push the receiver.
Illegal
back.
contact.
That's what it is.
Yeah. You get 5 yards off the ball.
Yeah.
Which, okay, that makes sense. Because you get to chip them a little bit first. Yeah. But that to me is exactly why does that goes hand in hand with what Juju Smith-Schuster did. It's like, so he only gets 1 yard to make any contact with the guy, but on defense, he could get 5 yards for doing the same shit. If Juju was actually running a route, he could have hands to chest, stopped him for a second.
Yeah.
But Juju can't, like, run in front of the guy.
The offensive pass interference thing was always, like, an odd rule to me. For the most part, it didn't make sense. It's kind of just like the illegal man downfield. I think that's stupid too. Such a stupid garbage rule. And it's brought back so many big plays.
It's the same exact thing basically as I think they were trying to call it offensive pass interference yesterday, but that's not the actual rule for the 1 yard thing from the on the offensive side. I can't remember what it's called, but it's the same thing. Yeah, like the illegal man downfield, like 1 yard.
Really,
these guys go 4 feet, and all of a sudden, here come the flags. It's like, what are they supposed to do? I mean, there's so much going on. Like, and the guy's got to know where he's gonna have a laser level out there to know how far he is. Come on.
Yeah, I don't understand that too much.
But I was not upset by them calling, like, reversing the call and taking the flag away and be like, nah, it was clean, and everyone was like, oh my god, up in arms. I'm like,
it would still be talked about if the Chiefs had won. We'll say
100%.
It's kind of similar in the sense of, like, so the London game, how the kicker hit the spider cam.
Also got tipped.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody noticed that, or I haven't seen anybody said that, but I heard that on the Pat McAfee show. They were pointing it out. It hit a pinky. Someone got a pinky on that ball, and then it hit the wire too,
which was, like, really bad because that camera needs to, like, not be there. Okay?
Well, it's like, how does no one see that though? How do you not just see the ball? I mean, the ball clearly comes up goofy because it gets tipped, but, like, it's still pretty damn straight, and then all of a sudden it just hooks 90 degrees. It's like, okay, and then you don't see the wire, like, bobbing, nothing. I mean, I don't know.
People were saying, like, it would have been, it's, same sense, much bigger deal if they had lost.
Of course, yeah, that would have been like I mean, that could have been game changing, but luckily it wasn't for them. Sorry, excuse me.
No, that's fine. Yeah. Actually, big news with the Browns too. Joe Flacco is headed to the Bengals.
I think that is, like,
stupid?
They have to do something. The Bengals have to do something.
I think the Browns and Bengals are both in the same scenario where they're just like, we got to try to figure something. Something has to work. I think
the Browns are better off.
I mean, I think they definitely are because they don't have a 41-year-old man behind an atrocious offensive line.
And now the Bengals do.
That's what I'm saying.
Behind an even worse offensive line. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I mean. That's why the Browns are better off because the Bengals are obviously in desperation mode, trying to keep their season alive. Jake Browning is garbage. Like, I was saying it on Sunday. I'm like, dude, how is this guy still starting for them every Sunday? How have they not? Who's their backup? He cannot be worse.
I think they just released a third stringer. I meant to, I was going to screenshot it, but then I was like, you know what? It's really not that guy. That guy's not that important.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, it don't matter. I'm just, but.
Yeah, no, I'm curious too, because we're going to need to know, because when Joe Burrow, he already got hurt. When Joe Flacco gets hurt.
Yeah. Again, this is just honestly elder abuse at this point.
Brett Ripon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was on the Bears last year. And then
he's going to stink like hot garbage too.
I mean, this is going to be great.
I don't think Jake Browning's bad. I think he's in a bad situation. Like, we've seen him have flashes of greatness. We've seen him have good, solid games and make 90-plus yard drives. I mean, he can do it. Look at, they did it against the Jags. Jake Browning did it against the Jags. They had a 93, 94-yard drive with, like, under 2 minutes to go and won the game. He could do it, but you put him in a situation with no O-line and try and get him to do it week after week after week, it's not going to happen. Like, Joe Burrow is a special guy, which is why it works with him.
Yeah.
And it's still not good, but I think Jake Browning is looking just like Mac Jones did at one point, just like Sam Darnold did at one point, just like Baker did at one point. Like,
I think Jake Browning's just not good. I'm going to say he's not in the same.
He's not a starter. I'm not saying he's a starter, but, like, as a backup, he's a good backup. But, like, in there with no offensive line, and then you have a team that's you guys are letting up 30-plus points every single game.
It's so bad.
Like, he's not gonna throw 6 touchdowns a week to win.
I seen a really lazy argument though about Jamar Chase. That's someone was trying to make. Mm-hmm. They were like, how come Justin Jefferson's doing okay with the bad quarterback and Jamar Chase isn't? Talking about, like, who's the better receiver.
Mm-hmm.
I think Justin Jefferson's situation might be a little different. I don't think Carson Wentz is as bad as Jake Browning or in as bad of a situation. He at least has an offensive line that can give him more than a second and a half to get the ball off.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely, yeah.
And for the Bengals, they have no run game because they have no O-line.
Dude, but Chase Brown, fantasy.
That's what I was saying, dude.
RB2 in fantasy. I'm like, what are we talking about, dude?
I don't understand, like, or even how that was like a prediction in the first place. It's just like, they have no O-line. This has been the same situation since Joe Burrow, since they went to the Super Bowl. They didn't have an O-line going to the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. And that's what cost them the game. If Joe Burrow had a half a second longer in that Super Bowl, they would have won.
Yeah.
Because Jalen Ramsey was on the ground. Jamar Chase was running down the sideline.
Yeah, interesting thing that also on Pat McAfee show that they brought up, they had Andrew Whitworth on there and Fitzmagic.
Heck yeah.
And he was talking about it. The Bengals have not drafted an O-lineman that they have signed after their rookie deal or extended since 2011.
You want to hear a fun fact? Wow. Which is crazy. I did see that as well, but this reminded me of it. Mm-hmm. I'm jumping over to the Saints real quick. Spencer Rattler is the first Saints QB since 2001 that they have drafted to win a game for them.
Since 2001, I couldn't even tell you how many quarterbacks have played for the Saints. I mean, really,
after Breeze, it's 2021, it really weren't many. I mean, in that span, I mean.
But Breeze didn't get there. We figured this out before. It was like 2008.
Yeah, or was it? I thought it was 04.
Oh yeah, you're right. It was earlier. It was way earlier. Yeah. Who was there between 2001? Who was it?
I don't remember. They didn't say. It would just said like the first QB since 2001 to win a game for the Saints that they have drafted.
I couldn't even tell you.
Which is crazy.
Yeah,
that's honestly insane to think about.
That is.
Granted, again, they had like 20 years of Drew Brees, so
yeah,
that's okay. But they've had a decent amount of QBs there. I mean,
they just haven't drafted anyone.
Yeah, that's just a great point. It's just honestly like a crazy stat to think about.
That is really crazy.
It's really just crazy.
Wow.
I mean, it's just like the same thing with since like the Bears. I mean, just try to keep them relevant in this bye week. Tyson Bagent was the first QB to get an extension since Jay Cutler, or second contract.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
That's pretty absurd too.
Yeah,
especially when it's your backup.
Yeah,
that's
and
so
it's not.
bad.
It wasn't like a big contract. It was $10 million.
Yeah, right. Danny Dimes money.
Yeah, right. That's working out great for him.
Yeah. Speaking of crazy stats too, because this is another crazy one. So the Jets are the first team in NFL history to start. They are now 0-5.
Yeah.
To start 0-5 and not have a single takeaway on defense.
Yeah.
Also, another crazy stat: Justin Fields is 0-26 as a starter when his opponent scores more than 21 points.
Yeah, I saw that as well.
That is like.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's nuts.
So people are pushing this narrative that Justin Fields isn't that bad because of his stats. Like they do look good. But the thing is,
he's not
all of these stats, I mean, the numbers are there. But the problem is, what I'm getting at is, it's all garbage time.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like, he's if you watch him throw the ball, he's got a cannon for an arm. Like, he really has a strong ass.
We saw
arm.
that in OSU.
Yeah, like he's, but accuracy wise, decision making wise, he is not.
If Justin Fields didn't get drafted by the Chicago Bears, he would probably be much better off.
Oh, 1,000%. If he would have been drafted to a place that knew how to develop a quarterback properly, 1,000% Justin Fields could have been extremely. He would have looked like Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
He would have been like Russ 2.0.
Absolutely.
But like faster and more athletic because he's a lot bigger than Russ. Mm-hmm. So like, I mean, other than that, he is kind of like very similar to Russell Wilson and like. The crazy strong arm, the ability to roll out of the pocket, the ability to run, the athleticism.
Yep.
I mean, Russ was really accurate. That was one. But again, if he was developed in the right way, then he probably could have been too. But that's
the Panthers somehow walk. I don't have much to say on the game other than the fact that I don't understand how the Panthers walked away with the win. And Rico Dowdle.
Yeah, Rico 200 and something yards on the ground, dude. Miami blowing a 17-0 lead. It's because their coach is on the perks. Their coach is on perks. Have you seen that?
Dude,
the clip of him talking afterwards?
I don't know if he just saw the perks or he's just like he's a guy that knows that he's done.
I think
he is done.
I think he's barred out or on perks or something, dude. Because like
something to just deal with the stress because he is. Looking good.
This one went viral, but like I've seen a couple of them now from the last few weeks of him being interviewed, and I've been thinking that I'm like, man, he is like, he's getting weird with like his answers. He just sounds like way not like
strung out, like not there,
like like strung out and like just kind of like fucked up.
Yeah.
And that's why watching this one, it's just him bumbling and mumbling, and I'm like, where is he going with this?
I was listening to Pat McAfee. And they had talked about how they said exactly what I said. Mike McDaniel, the way he is, the way he dresses and all that stuff, would be cool if they won.
100%.
That's what I said before. I'm like, dude, it's not cool anymore. It's lame. Maybe Pat McAfee listens to the show and is reiterating my take.
Probably.
That would be awesome.
That's more than likely the case.
I guarantee that's the case. But exactly. That's exactly my point. They blow a lead to the Panthers. Panthers walk out with the dub. Insane. Geno Smith continues to be Geno Smith.
Yeah, that team's buns, bro.
Dude, they are just
They're
not
bad.
Good. They gave Geno Smith's making like $25 million this year, and he looks atrocious.
No O-line, though. Their O-line's bad.
No, they do have
They need to fix
it. Yeah, a very garbage O-line. What I thought was funny, though, other than the fact that the Colts, blasted the Raiders' cheeks off, they put an Anthony Richardson in the game. Anthony Richardson proceeds to throw a pass to himself off of a defender's helmet.
No shot.
Yeah, you didn't see
I
that?
I didn't watch the Colts game.
So he threw the ball, hits the guy's helmet, flies up in the air, he grabs it, catches it, and then he uncorked a missile out the back of the end zone.
He still managed to finish the game with a 50% completion percentage. Are you serious? 1 for 2 for 9 yards?
Yeah. Dude.
What?
That was the one he threw to himself.
Oh, my God. That's
Dude, he's done. He's done. I mean, there's just no shot he has a job next year.
No.
Especially if Danny Dimes. I mean, it won't be in Indy. He's done in Indy, I'll say.
I don't know. They might give him one more year because of just the fact how high they drafted him. I mean, or is it the time to get rid of him now while he's still young enough to be able to be developed? Like maybe someone like the Saints.
Yeah.
Or someone like, I mean, I don't know how much they believe in Tyler Shuck, but either the Saints or like the Jets, maybe like someone who can like maybe do something with him.
I don't know. His time in Indy's done.
His time in Indy is done. So is
Mark Sanchez.
Oh well, yeah. I was going to bring that up too, but I was going to say the Colts kicker Spencer Schrader suffered a season-ending knee injury.
Yeah, they took out the kicker, dude.
Yeah, that was really. He tore like multiple ligaments in his knee.
Yeah, he's done. Sorry.
They signed Michael Badgley to the active roster, so that's their replacement for that. Also, before we go on to the Mark Sanchez, because that's crazy as hell.
Dude,
I did want to clear the air on this and bring this up because I knew I had this in my head for a reason, and now I don't feel like so much of a fool. Rest in peace, former Colt at one point, Arthur Jones, brother of John Jones.
Oh, I did see that.
And Chandler Jones.
Yes, I did see that.
He was a defensive end. So he did have two brothers that played football, and he also was on the Ravens Super Bowl team. So I wasn't crazy. I was just messing it up thinking it was Chris Jones. But I was right knowing he had a defensive end as a brother and he won a Super Bowl. So I wanted to clear that up. I'm like, when I seen that, I'm like, duh. I'm like, why the hell I don't remember us looking that up either. Because I think we just looked up, is Chris Jones related to John Jones? And then we were like, no. And I'm like, damn, dude. I'm an idiot. But yeah, it was funny. Not as funny as Mark Sanchez's situation. Dude, that shit's crazy.
What is going on? Like, dude, he just you first, you don't get all the details. It just finds out that Mark Sanchez gets stabbed. And everyone's like, keep him in your prayers. He's such a good guy. And then it turns out that he beat some 70-year-old dude. Because this guy's double parked because he's making a delivery or whatever it was. That part is still I've seen, he was cleaning out a grease trap or he was a delivery driver. He was an Uber driver. It's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But he tries to go in the car, beat the crap out of this guy. The guy pepper sprays him. It does nothing but just make him angry. so that he stabs him 3 times in the chest.
Yeah.
And then Mark Sanchez is now facing a felony that they, because at first they were all just 3 misdemeanor charges. And like, you know what, level 5 felony for one of them. I would assume his time at Fox Sports is probably done.
That would be my guess.
And just enjoy retirement. You might be facing more jail time than Diddy. So.
Yeah, which is
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it is crazy to think about that. Speaking of Diddy, I did see he just requested to be transferred to a different prison. He wants to be transferred to Fort Dix. So, and that was not a joke. And some guy was like, "All right, man."
That is the actual name.
On,
I'm pretty
dude,
sure it's
no
like it's one of those like it's jail, but it's kind of like chill jail.
Yeah, well,
but the name is very ironic.
Yes, ironic.
I'm just saying that
life is beautiful sometimes,
That guy should really just. It's not political, so we could touch on it.
Well,
he just shouldn't be in jail for that short amount of time. Rest of his life, just put him away.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm just pretty
saying.
much.
We don't. There's more than just the free offs, but
we don't need people like that out and free.
No, we don't. But same with Mark Sanchez. I think you just lock him up and put him under the jail.
So I seen Dan Orlovsky said like, "Man, this is horrible. Keep him in your prayers. He's such a nice guy." I'm like, well,
I think it's still fair. I do because he
probably is a nice guy, but like
he was just blackout wasted.
Yeah,
that's all it was, and like that is fair. I actually just watched a video today of Aqib Talib talking about how that happened to him too.
Yeah,
he was like, when you're doing broadcasts and stuff, he's like, or even like before game days and stuff, he's like, you get Thursday travel, Friday you get there, you're watching practice. He goes, Saturday you have nothing to do. He goes, there was so many times like all we do is just go out and get shithoused. Like he's like, there was times he goes, I woke up in jail. There was a night I woke up in jail. He was talking to Skip Bayless, and he was like, "So what happened?" He was like, "I punched a cab driver." He's like, "I was blacked out, wasted in the back of a cab. I was talking on the phone real loud, and the guy was like telling me like, hey, keep it down." And he basically was like, and I just fucking cocked him in the face. And he's like, "So how do you know what happened?" He's like, "I have 2 teammates with me, or 2 other people with me. They told me what happened." He's like, and I just woke up in jail. So I'm like, yeah, it does happen. We've all done really dumb stuff drunk. It's just crazy to think that, like, obviously, like, Sanchez probably didn't think, like, this guy's, like, 70. Probably just, you're so drunk and belligerent. But, like, it's just a bigger deal because he got stabbed. That's, like...
It definitely is. I also...
Which is crazy. It's crazy that the guy who got stabbed and pepper sprayed is the guy who's facing time in jail. And the other guy's like innocent. Everyone's like, dude, poor guy. It's like, yeah, but he did stab someone. I know it was in self-defense. I'm not fucking, it's just funny.
You would think like Mark Sanchez would have like people with him to be like, hey, like
I think he was walking back to his hotel apparently, and it was like right either outside of his hotel or something, and someone said like he started telling the guy he had to move and was like claiming he knew the manager or something. I don't know. Like you said, it's like it's like there's muddy details.
Yeah, there's like a lot that's just like odd, but I don't know. I guess just make better choices, I guess. I don't know.
It is crazy, and it's very funny now too to think like, man, your career was like everyone thinks of you. The first thing that comes to mind is butt fumble.
Yeah.
And now it's gonna be like, remember that time Mark Sanchez got stabbed? Stabbed in the chest trying to beat up an old guy.
I actually wanted to bring this up last episode too. Speaking of which, the Steelers backup Skylar Thompson when they were playing in Germany.
Yeah, when he got robbed.
Yeah, he got robbed.
Yeah.
So, that's kind of crazy to think. It
was in Ireland. It was in Ireland. Yeah. Yeah, you got
It kind of relates, but
probably same scenario though. I imagine probably out drinking, hitting the pubs, and out there they just
someone just has like a big like karambit knife and just like
a shillelagh.
Yeah, something because no fire.
Give me your fucking money.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Cowboys Jets don't have much to say other than the fact that the Cowboys won. Javonte Williams,
Dak's playing great ball. I know the defense over there in New York or New Jersey is not very good, but
there's another thing. I thought it was a great take on PMS. They were talking about how Sauce Gardner is without someone else on the other side of him isn't looking like $110 million cornerback.
Yeah, and it's kind of hard to when you're like the only guy on defense. It's like
they were just saying, that they think that he would get more turnovers that how they put it perfectly. You would think like every now and then like a tip drill happens.
Yeah, like just by chance you would. Yeah.
It just hasn't, which is crazy, especially under Aaron Glenn, who is like a defensive guru. I mean, he had that Lions defense jumping.
Once again, I think this is like the Aaron Rodgers curse for him. It's like so funny that everyone was so ready. Like
it's just honestly, it's just again, I think it's just like the Jets,
it's the Jets curse.
Yeah. You just should have just never went there.
No, definitely not. And I'll tell you what game was really interesting as one of them that I call the Broncos beating the Eagles.
Yeah, I love that.
That was about time.
Yeah, I mean it was time for the
And Hurts finally had a good game too. I mean, 23 of 38's not great,
passing
but
wise,
280 yards and 2 touchdowns ain't too bad. I mean, that's pretty solid. Bo Nix had a good day too. J.K. Dobbins did pretty good on the ground. Devontae Smith went off. A.J. Brown, 5 catches for 43 yards on 8 targets. I really thought he was going to have like 150
Jalen Hurts
yards.
missed him bad.
Yeah.
Missed him bad on a easy free touchdown.
In his defense, A.J. Brown slowed down on that to turn around and look for that ball, which I was like, everyone's kind of giving Hurts some shit about this, and they're like, Brown's clearly pissed off because he missed him on this deep ball. And I'm like, yes, but Brown definitely, like, you watch him slow down and look, and then it's like, if he wouldn't have done that and just stayed in stride for like 3-4 more steps, he would have been right there.
I would agree. I would definitely agree.
But that's a big win for Denver. I mean, that win counts a lot more to me than the Bengals win. Like,
absolutely.
Their defense is starting to pick it up, other than against covering Devontae Smith. But, I mean, defense picking it up. Obviously, the offense gets it done. And speaking of teams with no defense and no offense, the Ravens get their cheeks beat by the fucking Texans, dude.
It's not good. I think the Ravens season, you probably kind of just count that as over already.
I mean, they're sitting at 1-4. They now coincidentally have listed Lamar Jackson as questionable for next week's matchup against the Rams. Which,
they're rushing him.
They're going to because their season's over. Like what they have, they're in a Joe Burrow situation. Like they are in a Bengals situation. It's like we need Lamar to play. Now, granted, none of their stars offensively are hurt. I mean, Isaiah likely hasn't played all year, but like Derrick Henry's still Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Zay Flowers is still in. Mark Andrews is still in. Like Lamar Jackson was still in. They were 1-3 with Lamar Jackson.
Yep.
So that defense is truly atrocious. I mean, it's inexcusable.
Dude. No, it's honestly it's so bad.
And now they're injured. Now they're banged up. Their 7 highest paid players are injured, which sucks. But
they weren't that great of a defensive core to begin with, and now half of them are gone.
Well, they legitimately though, like on paper, this is why like paper don't mean shit because
it's just their names.
Their names, like their names and skill level though, like they have 4 or 5 guys on that team that are Pro Bowl level defensive players and are absolutely locked down players. And then it's like, all right, well, when are they going to start showing up? And then now they're all getting hurt. It's like, geez, I mean, Jair never got a chance. He got hurt immediately. Marlon Humphrey's been out. Kyle Van Noy's old, and he's out now. Like, and then losing Matabike is like,
yeah, it's not good.
Geez, dude, it's just devastating. Good. And 1-4, yeah, they're gonna have to start Lamar Jackson, and give it their best go. I mean, truly. And I'm very glad on the bye week. No, not the bye week. Their bye weeks. Not this week, next week. Since he got hurt, I picked up C.J. Stroud for fantasy, so I was pretty happy about him throwing 4 touchdowns. Yeah, that was nice.
I actually, this past week, I had the Ravens defense, obviously really bad. So I dropped them for the Colts defense. Obviously, huge week for me because Geno Smith was giving the ball away.
Nice. Hell yeah.
This was the matchup for the ages, jersey-wise.
Oh, jersey and game.
And also game-wise because the OSU boys were showing out. Emeka and JSN were going absurd. Baker went nuts. He had an 87 completion percentage.
Yeah, 29 of 33, 379 yards and 2 tutties.
And Emeka had 163 of those yards.
Seven catches on 7 targets for 163 yards and a touchdown.
Bro.
And JSN, 8 catches on 9 targets for 132 and a tutty. Combined 295 yards between 2 receivers.
Yeah. Dogs. Straight. So
And Darnold too, 28 of 34
No.
for 341 yards, 4 touchdowns,
they
1 pick.
were balling. That was an awesome. Granted, I
knew
couldn't
that
watch
game
it.
was gonna be a
I was watching
shootout.
the highlights. I'm like, this is sweet. I'm like, and the jerseys, dude. The jerseys are so sweet.
The creamsicles versus the throwback Seahawks jerseys.
Those
I know.
creamsicle jerseys are awesome.
How about the Seahawks
Cream on
jerseys
me.
are awesome. I'm not huge on the creamsicles. I never have been. They're all right.
I think they're fire. See,
Everyone does. Everyone loves
I think
them.
we're the opposite on that. I thought the Seahawks jerseys, I'm like, they're cool, but I don't think they're as cool as the creamsicles. So we're opposites on that then.
Yeah, I'm not comparing it to the creamsicles. I'm comparing the Seahawks to their current jersey.
Okay, I got you.
I hate the current, like lime green and the dark blue. I don't like
That's
it.
another thing we don't agree on. So
Yeah, a lot of people love it. Like eat Powers like creams over that shit,
What I
especially when they
loved-
wear the all green and everything.
dude,
I'm like,
the
no.
color rush jerseys, those were so fire. I think they were so sweet.
I love the old silver with the slight green and blue. I think the silver just looks better to me. But yeah, that game was absolutely crazy. And
Super fun game.
someone made the mistake of firing up Baker Mayfield
You
before
see
the
that
game.
fan talking smoke?
Yeah, Baker Mayfield's like, "You fucking pussy, you're a
Yeah.
pussy," like talking
Yeah.
shit back. I'm like, that is so awesome because most quarterbacks, I'd say 95% of quarterbacks in the league at any given point in the last 20 years are just like stand there and just like give a thumbs up, like try and be like professional.
Yeah.
Baker does not
No, he's
care.
talking smoke.
He does not care. He will go Jerry Jones and take a $250,000 fine for flipping someone off or grabbing his crotch or
Yeah.
telling someone off. And I think it's awesome. And I think it's even better that they won.
And so then,
And-
did you see afterwards? After
Yeah,
they
he
won?
ran. The guy's like, "You still suck. You still
Yeah.
suck." He's like, "It's so funny, dude. It's so. You gotta love that shit."
Dude, it's what is beautiful about the sport. I think that's what's great about the sport.
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
you got to be able to give and take the trash talk. If you're gonna talk it, you got to be able to take it.
Yep.
And the same thing. I mean, and not even just on the field. Like anyone can get it from Baker. Baker's like, I'm not gonna hold back. I'm gonna talk smoke to anyone. Love
And
that.
It's put up or shut up, and he continues to start. He continues to put up at this point in
Yeah.
his career.
Yeah.
He is doing it.
I mean, he's like actually just get. It seems to be right now at this point in time, he is getting better,
Yeah, for sure. He's
which
still.
is crazy
Mhm.
because you think he would like plateau eventually in his career, whatever. But yeah, it's like looking great.
I mean, look even Darnold this year.
That's what I'm saying.
Another
Yeah.
one where it's like you
Yeah.
thought maybe, all right, Vikings was a peak, he'll fall back to his regular level,
Yeah.
and then now here we are, 5 weeks in, and
He's
he's
balling.
still balling the hell out. He's
Yeah.
throwing some picks, but like he is
going
balling out.
into
He's
it.
got literally like arguably. I mean he's got tied for wide receiver 1 in the entire league right now in
Yeah.
JSN. Like
JSN is nuts in himself.
yeah,
he's crazy.
He's so good, dude. And bad news though for the Bucks that Bucky Irving was out.
Yeah.
That was like a last-minute thing, apparently. He did not report until Tuesday of last week that he was having an issue with a sprained foot, apparently, and also a shoulder subluxation. So that was expected to sideline him for 2 weeks. That was a big deal. I mean, glad I also picked up Rachaad White off the waivers. I did not need him. I did not use him, but I got him, and
you
now
got
no
him.
one else
Yeah.
has him. Yeah, that's all that matters. I'm like, I just got him locked down on my bench, and I'm more than glad to keep him there.
Chargers are in a bad spot right now.
That
Everyone's dropping. Joe Alt, Omarion Hampton's now done.
Yeah, that was another big injury that just happened.
That sucks. It sucks really bad.
Yeah.
Obviously the Commanders walk away with the dub out of LA.
Yeah, he's out. He's out for 4 weeks too.
Yeah, it's not good.
Bad ankle injury.
Yeah, not good.
and them blowing that game. I mean, that just seems crazy to me. And Herbert didn't. They couldn't get it done through the air, but I mean, 22 of 29, not bad
not bad
completion
at all.
percentage, but only 166 yards.
Yeah, Quentin
One
Johnson dropped a few that shouldn't have happened. It also isn't that good of a look when your QB is your lead rusher.
QJ was 4 catches on 4 targets for 40 yards.
Okay, then I might be thinking of last week.
Keenan Allen went 5 of 9.
Okay,
That maybe it was him.
potentially.
Yeah, I mean that's a
they get him
bad loss, man.
Yeah.
At home to literally Jaden Daniels just coming back. Like,
Yeah.
I mean they really just outside of Herbert getting sacked 4 times, which isn't a whole crazy lot.
Yeah, it's not a lot.
It was more on their defense. Like they Bill Krosky-Merritt, 14 carries, 111 yards and 2 touchdowns. Like that's just
You can't have that. Yeah, I mean,
No.
you just can't have that.
no. I mean that's nuts, dude. And then Debo 8 catches for 96 yards and a touchdown. Like
Dude, Debo is like doing pretty good over there in Washington. Like it's kind of like
I expected that. I don't know
scary
why.
Terry.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like going over there, I'm like, I think he'll be really good for them.
My
I know
biggest
a lot
thing
of
was
people
just
were,
the fact of like Terry McLaurin. They kind of don't need Debo.
well, who else do they have besides Terry McLaurin? They don't really have shit.
But that's what I'm saying. Not Terry McLaurin. It's kind of like on the side of a milk carton. Like, where is he at?
Well, they've been missing Jaden Daniels and off to a slow start as it is. So,
Yeah.
I mean, as the season goes on, I'm sure we'll see Scary Terry pick up. But, yeah, that Chargers loss, that sucks for them.
Not good.
I meant to mention this, too, while we were talking about the Colts and Raiders. Brock Bowers has been playing through a PCL injury and a bone bruise on his knee.
God, that's gotta hurt so bad.
They said the only way for him to recover is to just rest. And obviously, he played again. He's just unwilling to rest. He's just playing through a PCL and a bone bruise on his knee.
I feel like
that's nuts. It's not smart.
He's just waiting for the bye. That's what he's doing. He's waiting for the bye week.
At this point, bro, you could probably just
sit
take
down,
a couple
bro.
games off.
You'll be good. You'll be all right.
You guys ain't gonna put together a 7-game win streak or anything
definitely
anytime
not.
soon. So
Definitely not.
And I know we already touched on the Bengals game briefly. Did we?
Yeah, we talked about how.
We just talked about how they're cheeks.
Yeah.
Pretty much. But Terrion Arnold, cornerback for the Lions, he's donezo.
Yeah.
Indefinitely donezo.
No bueno.
And also they lost DJ Reed indefinitely to a hamstring injury. So once again, the Lions defensive injuries strike again. They did say that Terrion Arnold got a second opinion, and it's not as bad as they thought. So now they're saying he could return sooner than expected.
That's like one thing.
But it's like
with like second opinions and stuff like that. Like as a doctor, it's just like, I think you're kind of an idiot. I'm gonna go ask someone else.
I definitely think it's smart because there's people who have a one-track train of thought, but I feel like if living by that mentality, like I think it should be you should always get a third opinion because now you get one guy who goes, "Oh, you're going to be out for the rest of the season. It's terrible." And then another guy's like, "You could probably be back by the end of the month." Well, now what do?
It's
You
like,
just
okay,
split the difference? Like, no, go to another doctor, and then now it's 50-50. You're not any better off. Like,
yeah, definitely.
But yeah, so that's another like 2 big major injuries. That really sucks for them, man. That's
not good.
That's gonna hurt down the road.
Definitely will.
So
Bills drop it to the Patriots,
bro. Drake May is really good. I mean, he is really. Obviously, it's not like the performance of a lifetime, you know. Like 22 of 30 for 273 yards. He didn't get any passing touchdowns, but some of the throws that he was making were just nuts.
I saw someone make a good point today. And obviously it's just because Bears feed and stuff like that. But people are like, Caleb Williams makes a throw like this once a week. No one bats an eye.
Yeah, I would. Once a week might be a little much, but he's definitely done it a few times already.
Yeah. But not taking away from the fact that, Drake May is like, Greg Olsen saying that he might be, what did he say? Like, he's looking like he's going to be the best QB in the league within a couple of years, I think might be a stretch. I mean, I think Greg Olsen needs to take a step back and really consider the QBs that are still in the league.
Yeah.
But definitely, I mean, not I get where he's coming from.
The potential's there.
Yeah.
The potential is there. I've seen a lot of people, a lot of page like dragging, a lot of Bears fans dragging like polls, being like, "What the hell did he see that he claims he like?" They watched Drake May's tape and they were laughing, and they're like, "Nah, we're going with Caleb Williams. Like, this guy's not good." They're like, Ryan Poles straight up was just like, "He's not good," and then now it's like Drake May's like, "He's actually pretty damn good."
I saw, man, I should have like sent it to myself or something. I had seen something that people were clowning on Ryan Poles again because, he always gets clowned on just because, unfortunately, he does have a lot of L.
It's easy to clown on him.
Yeah, it's just not a lot of good that he's done.
100%.
But it's okay.
Yeah, how about Stephon Diggs and his return to Buffalo?
So
10 catches for 146 yards, and that insane. I mean, I think he had 2 crazy ass catches. Like
people were saying calling out Stephon Diggs. Obviously, scoreboard, he won. So you can't really talk too much, but the fact that he was like, not that really that big of a deal. He's like, no, you definitely. This was personal for Stephon Diggs, 110%.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't see why wouldn't it be like.
Well, the way he left was kind of odd.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, he was like definitely like like taking shots and stuff like that. But it's like at one point in time, you and Josh Allen were like boys.
I'm sure he has nothing against Josh Allen. I'm sure that's like upper management, organizational type shit. Because Josh Allen's not the one who's like, I'm signing your paycheck.
Yeah.
Josh Allen, dude. The Bills lost that. The Bills lost that game themselves. Like they beat themselves.
Oh, 110%.
The penalties were just like absurd. It was left and right. Dude. Like false start, holding, false start, holding. It's just like, bad. What are we doing here? Like all of a sudden, this team looks like amateurs out here.
Yeah, like the hottest team in the league, and they look abysmal.
And then the fumbles, like between both teams at the beginning, like the first half of the game, I mean, it was like fumble. Like, geez, I was like, what is going on?
Yeah,
this is so crazy.
So bad. It was really sloppy.
I think in the entire game, there was 19 total penalties in the game. Like,
really
geez,
bad.
another
That's
stinker.
really bad.
And that game took a while to get going too.
Yeah, I think by the time I had turned it off and went to bed, there wasn't much going on. And honestly, all kind of seemed to have been like second half.
Yeah, it was 6-3 at halftime.
Yeah,
like,
it was just like I'm going to bed.
Yeah, I mean that was kind of brutal. But the Patriots come out and get a big win. That's massive for them.
That is huge for them. A divisional win as well. We cannot forget the fact that it is a divisional win.
Yeah, I mean, and they're sitting at 3-2.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're any slouches. They're also sitting at 3-2 in a division where the next team down is 1-4.
Yeah.
And then 0-5. So like, if they can just keep playing even mediocre ball, they have a shot at making the playoffs. Actually.
We really didn't. One thing I wanted to touch on real quick. Again, I don't have much to say on this game. The Giants didn't look great. They weren't that hot coming off of obviously that huge win.
Off of Jackson Dart's incredible performance from game one.
That's what I'm saying. People were sitting there glazing him.
Yeah, that spaceship came back down to earth real quick.
Yeah,
it hit the firmament.
They have a quite the task this Thursday. They got the Eagles.
Not only do they have the Eagles this week, but they have the Eagles again 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, it's not.
I believe they play. I'm gonna double check this real quick, but I want to say they go. This is gonna be for anybody who has Cam Scadaboo or Wandale or Jackson Dart. You're gonna want them to ride the bench for a few weeks. They got the Eagles, then they go to Denver, and then they go to Philly again.
Yeah, I think.
And then the Niners.
I have a feeling we might see a Russ sighting here soon.
Or Jameis.
I don't know. Jameis might be on the move with some of the ways that these QB situations are going. People keep dropping the way they are.
That is true. See, like that to me, that would have been a better move for the Bengals because at least Jameis is like relatively mobile. And he's not quite as old.
Yeah, we've seen Jameis. He could definitely throw for a lot of yards. He might throw a few picks here and there, but
like that's Joe Flacco too. Yeah. Except he's just older and can't move as much.
Yeah.
Like he could throw for 400 yards and he can also throw 3 or 4 picks in a game. It's like, all right, well.
Yeah, it's not great.
But Jackson Fart, 26-40.
Okay.
Jackson Fart,
it's too early to call him Jackson Fart.
Not for this game, dude. 26-40 for 202 yards. He had 2 touchdowns with 2 picks. He had 7 carries for 55 yards. That did him some favors. But, I mean, all in all, just terrible ball by the Giants. Spencer Rattler, not too bad. 20 of 30 for 225 and a touchdown.
Wasn't too bad. Cam Scadaboo fumbled, and then he was yelling at people for new gloves.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Rashid Shaheed, Jesus. 4 catches for 114 yards and a touchdown is nuts, dude.
Yeah, he went nuts. That was kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. He literally had more than half of Rattler's passing yards there on 4 catches. That's so crazy. Yeah, that game was another stinker. I mean, it's like who gave a shit about that one?
No, it was not a great slate. No, it was really just like the fact that like when they came out of the end, they got close, but for the most part, they were just like boring, just bad football to watch.
Pretty much, yeah. Not unlike college football. I don't have a whole lot to say on it because I didn't.
The only thing I have to say about college football basically is that Arch Manning is buns.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of pressure on him, and everyone. I mean, when you're gonna come out and he's a junior, right? I think he's a junior. Everyone's coming out literally before you even make your first start, like have your first season as a starter, and they're like, he's gonna win the Heisman. It's like, All right, well,
let's relax. The same thing with Drew Aller. Drew Aller looks like garbage.
I'd said Drew Aller was ass last year, though. Like, I do not like Drew Aller. Like, Penn State with Drew, they're good. They always have this problem.
They're not ranked anymore.
Yeah, they always have this problem. They can't get past, like, that one big game that they need to.
Yeah.
And then they go ahead and blow it to Oregon at home.
I watched
during the whiteout.
Yeah, it was not good. I watched the...
They're not ranked, really.
Yeah, they're not ranked anymore.
Sorry, I'm looking that up. I'm actually curious what the rankings are now. Damn, Indiana's at 7. Let's go.
That is huge. And we play Oregon in Oregon this week.
I know that's
scary.
That game is going to be so
I hope it's good. Let's just say.
Yeah, at the very least.
I just hope
it's
not like Ohio State last year.
Yeah, right. And yeah, Penn State dropping that game to Oregon and then losing to UCLA. I mean, that's just so bad. Drew Aller, like you said, he's ass. Texas losing to Florida. How that happens.
Tim Tebow called it, dude. He said, only Gators make it out the swamp.
Yeah.
That's what he said. And then he proceeded to flex and was massive. I'm like, oh my God, is this guy's still yoked?
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
That's so funny, though. That's hilarious. Miami and Florida State, that was a pretty close game, actually. 28-22 final there. But it was, I believe, Oklahoma. Did you see Keontez Lewis for the Sooners?
No,
I think it was during the first quarter, 5 minutes into the game, goes for a touchdown pass in the end zone. Oklahoma has a brick wall about
I did
8
see that,
feet
actually.
behind their end zone. Why is that a thing? I mean, this kid demolished either his neck or back. I did not see any further videos or updates on what happened afterwards, but the video of him crashing, I mean, full speed, head and neck into the wall, into a brick wall. Like, get that out of there. Where's the padding?
No, I agree.
That's nuts. That is so crazy that they have a brick wall behind their end zone. And to think that, like, Baker Mayfield played there.
I actually was watching today because there's that clip of Baker when he was talking about, like, how I think he's from Texas, and they're like, well, how do you feel with the Red River Showdown, Oklahoma and Texas? And then he's like, well, I think they're just mad because a kid from Austin went to Oklahoma and is 2-0 against them in the Red River Showdown. That's actually this weekend. So Texas, Oklahoma this weekend.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot. I didn't even think about looking at this week's matchups yet. I just wanted to touch on that quick.
I just saw that because it came up on my phone because there's like Vivid Seats was like, you want tickets
to the Red River rivalry?
Yeah, I'm like, no. I'm like, what?
There's some really, I mean, Indiana, Oregon, that should be a good game.
I hope.
Oregon's favored by 7.5 as of right now. I would take the over 55.5 personally. Bama at Missouri. That should be a pretty good game too, actually. Missouri's pretty decent. Ohio State at Illinois.
Well, OSU.
Yeah, that's OSU for sure. Trying to think what was the other one. Oh, Oklahoma at Texas. Texas no longer ranked.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Penn State and Texas no longer ranked is absurd because those are literally the top 2 favorites to win.
They were 1 and 2 coming into the season.
Yeah, they were the top 2 favorites to win the Natty, and they're both unranked. Like, that is so crazy.
Yeah, it's really bad.
That is so crazy, dude.
They're not in a good situation right now. Arch is unfortunately going to have to wait another year to enter the NFL draft, and he's going to have to ball out next year. Granted, his last name will get him in the first round if he plays okay next season, but
yeah, I mean he'll be fine down the road, but as of right now, that's kind of crazy. Michigan at USC. USC is 2.5-point favorites. Michigan's ranked 15th though right now. Did you see Clemson beat the brakes off UNC?
Yeah, dude, it was really bad for Chapel Bill.
Yeah, I mean they're oh yeah, shit, that was other news too. That was really big news, dude. You see the Kyron Lacey shit?
Yeah, so actually I did mean to bring that up. So Kyron Lacey was innocent, and that was a terrible situation. Like,
that's disgusting.
So obviously everyone's like hating on him when it first happened, and then the fact that he was literally set up.
There was nothing but it was talked about as if it was factual. Like, everything that came out, it was like, oh, it was like originally like, right, he had like a hit and run, and then he wrecked his car.
Yeah.
And all this shit or whatever, and then he ends up taking his own life because all this stuff going, because it literally plummeted his draft stock because he was going into the draft.
Yeah, he was going to,
and
it
people
wasn't
were
even
just tearing him apart.
That was in the accident.
Yeah, exactly. He was so far away from it.
They said he was like 75 yards away from the accident.
Mm-hmm. And I just like, I'm not like, and then obviously like the body cam footage of the cop literally basically coercing the guy, one of the witnesses, into what to say by telling him like, yeah, you just write down here that you've seen that Charger flee the scene, and like this and that. I mean, that how tragic that it literally a kid took his own life, and then like just. Like, not even a year later, they come out and they're like, oh, it was actually 100% false. I'm like, not even closely couldn't have been pointed at him.
Yeah.
So how did that happen? And why did it happen? I don't want to get, obviously, we don't get into, like, politics and all that shit.
Yeah, no, I agree, yeah.
And I know that's, like, the angle a lot of people are going to look at this from is, like, well, that's just systemic racism and shit. But it's like, well, what would a random white cop like he didn't see who was driving the car.
Yeah, I don't.
Right, like they just see the car. Like what would that really?
Yeah.
Where would it come from? It's like he would have to have like known it was him and been like a fucking, maybe he was like a Bama fan or something. Like I don't know. Like
I don't know.
What is it? Like there's got to be a reason that you would try and set this kid up to literally get him like put in jail and like ruin his life. There's just no, to be random at completely random is just so.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand is like why. Why? I mean, basically, it's like, what was this? Is crazy.
It's like, did they draw a name out of a hat and they're like, all right, blame it on this guy, because they might as well have done that.
Yeah,
they might as well have done it, and it just so happened to be someone who was like about to probably be a decently.
He's good. He was very good.
Yeah, I would say like decently good receiver in the NFL. I mean, he would have definitely been drafted fairly high. So
yeah,
that's tragic.
Yeah, that was honestly insane. When I saw that, I was like, this is crazy.
It's so messed up. It's so like, and whoever is guilty of, I'm gonna just say framing him, because that's really what it was.
That's what happened.
Yeah, I mean, whoever is guilty of framing him, and whoever is also, involved in helping him be framed, should be put in prison for, like, they should be charged with a murder charge.
I absolutely agree.
Like, actually, it's like, I don't know how the law is going to work itself out in that situation, how they're going to determine all that, because we all know how, like, that shit takes, it's going to be like a 3-year case, probably. Yeah. Someone's going to get, like, 1 year, whatever. But, like, whoever did that actually deserves to spend, like, at least 20 years in prison.
I would agree. Yeah, I would think just as long, like you said, just as long as someone who, like a murderer.
Yeah. I mean,
basically what you did.
Basically, yeah. Yeah, it's nuts, dude.
Yeah,
it's so messed up.
Yeah, actually, it was really bad when that came out. That was crazy.
I can't imagine. And, like, not only did you ruined a young kid's life, but, like, what about his family and everything?
No, seriously, like
mom, dad, brothers, sister. I don't know if he has brothers and sisters or whatever, but, like,
just
anyone. Yeah, like, all of them. That is just friends, like, everybody just, looking down on him. Because, like, how many people, when that shit popped off originally, and all those people read all the same shit we did.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And then they're like, "Wait, you did that?" And he's like, "No, I didn't." And they're like, "Maybe you did."
And then,
so now,
I saw like a bunch of things came out because Kyron Lacey was also the player that would, like, his celebrations involve, like, like guns and stuff like that.
Like 75% of celebrations.
They banned it.
Yeah.
So that's why people were like so quick to just be like, yeah, he's guilty. Like, just look at the things he does.
Yeah, it's just that's.
But it's also easy to just jump on that wagon when, again, it is framed to the point where it's like, yeah, he did this.
Yeah, when they don't show video footage of it happening until 7 months later, 8 months later, and then it's like, oh, his car's not even in view when the accident happens.
Yeah,
like
insane. It was really, really bad. So I kind of hope the people that are involved get what they deserve.
Yeah. I really hope so. Hope the hammer of justice comes down hard on you.
Definitely. And I want to just find out why. What was your reasoning for this? Because
that's the thing.
No matter what it is, it's not a good reason.
That's the thing that's got me so confused. Is just like, why?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Yeah,
and like, granted, the answer is just not going to be good enough. Because there's nothing that could be good enough. I'm sorry. There's just nothing that's going to be like, oh, okay, I understand. It's like, no, you're just the worst kind of person.
Unless it's like, there's
just nothing that could justify that.
No, nothing could justify it. But like, I mean, Yeah, I'm just thinking of something else.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
let's hop into some playoff baseball.
Yeah, speaking of the hammer coming down, boy. I was going to get over the Cubs one first because I'm tired of talking about it. And I was fucking tired of watching the game yesterday.
It started off hot for you guys.
Bro, it started off hot 2 games in a row.
Yeah.
I mean, the Brewers are a good team. Like they just hit the ball. That's all they do. They're very similar to the Astros from like 2016 till probably 2022. But like early 2016, 2017, 2018, I mean, it's small ball shit. They just hit for contact, and they have every guy in their lineup. It's like, I think the lowest batting average on their team and their starting lineup yesterday was like a 250. It's like 250, 265, 268, 277, 278, 281, 286. It's like every guy hits. They don't hit for power, but they all get base hits, and that's what they did. Obviously, in game 1, they just, I mean, it was like on repeat. It was like just single to the left, single to the right, double, single, and they just kept tacking it on. And then, you know, I seen this coming. I with Shota starting, I don't know. I don't feel confident. I haven't felt confident in him starting any game this year because he's just not what he was last year. I don't know if it's because of the injury that, like,
could be.
He can't dial his location in as much, or if people just haven't figured out because he doesn't throw hard enough. Like, if you don't throw absolute gas anymore, which it seems like 90% of the pitchers on the Brewers do, because every guy that comes in throws 100 miles an hour, just like the Padres.
He went 103, 103, 103, 104.
He threw 104 multiple times. Yeah, I mean, he I think has the fastest average fastball in major leagues at like 101 mile an hour.
Yeah, it's
average
crazy
or something. But
it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, when you just don't throw that hard, your location has to be dead ass on, like a Kyle Hendricks, where he had, with the Cubs.
Yep.
And Shota's just the amount of home runs he has given up this year, which is why as soon as, I mean, 2 strikeouts right off the rip, it's like his stuff's looking good, and it does look good. And then it's like, all right, Yelich gets a base hit, and then William Contreras gets a base hit. I'm like, oh great. I'm like, Andrew Vaughn's coming. I'm like, this ball. I'm like, I knew it. I was like, this ball's going to the moon.
Yeah.
Because
and Andrew Vaughn mashed it.
And he did. He mashed it, and it did go to the moon. I think it was like near Earth orbit almost. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's just, it's like, okay, just suck all the life out of the team. Like, the fact that we start off immediately and Seiya hit a nuke.
Yeah.
That ball was crushed into oblivion.
Yeah,
I mean,
Cubs Twitter was going crazy. It was like Chicago Twitter in general was what it has
rightfully
been.
So. Back-to-back games, like right off the rip, top of the first inning, we take a leadoff home run in game 1 and then hit a 3-run homer in the second game in the top of the first. It's like we got out immediately. That's what we need to do. Offense immediately.
Yep.
And then it's like right away, bottom of the first, 3-run home run. It's like, oh my God.
Then you guys got Jameson Taillon on the bump tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, let's hope we win.
You guys are going to definitely take one. You guys got to take one at home.
I would like to think, I would say obviously our odds are good of taking one at home. Our odds are very good.
Take 2, both at home, and then make it a series. I mean, that would be huge.
That would be awesome. I would also like them to take one at home because I have tickets to Thursday's game. So, preferably they win tomorrow.
Yeah.
That way I can go to Thursday's game and not just get a refund on my tickets.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah, I mean, that just all around. I mean, the Brewers, like I said, they just hit for power. And then, man, like, Council's decision-making, I just don't understand it. Again, like,
people are jumping down his throat already.
Yeah, I mean, the starting Matt Boyd on short rest, that was crazy to me.
Yeah.
Whatever conclusion, however he got to that conclusion on why he wanted to start him in that situation, whatever. It is what it is, done and over with. Shota starting, also on short rest. Okay. And then we put Palencia in as early as we did, and I'm just like, I know what's going to happen here because it's like, all right, Mizrowski's in, he's throwing gas, and he was struggling. He could not locate his fastball for the first inning that he was in. He was throwing he threw 6 balls in a row at one point. Every single one of them was just completely out of zone. Could not control it at all. And then we get caught swinging at it and shit, of course.
Yeah.
But Then we put in Palencia. It's like, okay, I see what you're trying to do here. Like, okay, we got a guy who could throw gas too. It's like Palencia is not a middle. He's not a starter. Mizorowski was a starter for the Brewers.
Yes.
He was supposed to. He's used to going 2, 3, 4, 5 innings. Palencia is a 1-inning guy. Barely over 1 inning is like pushing it. And we had him in 1 inning and then in the next. And I'm like, here we go. He's going to give somebody a cookie. Because if all you can do is throw 100 miles an hour, 102, 103 miles an hour, all you got to do is time it up.
Yeah, just sit back and
just time it up.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what Jackson Chourio, test the man for steroids. This is the second time this season he has been critically injured and then just comes back and plays immediately. He literally went out with a hamstring injury, and he's playing the next day. Like, what the fuck? What is he on?
Just a cortisone shot, dude. Not that big of a deal.
Yeah, cortisone. Or he's drinking Badger milk is what he's doing. He's drinking Badger milk. He's doing something, but like, and then, yeah, he comes in, steps up, and just gets a hold of a 101-mile-an-hour heater down the heart of the plate and just takes it to dead center field. It's
PC
like
almost robbed it.
Yeah, pretty close. He's like Air Jordan out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was just really shitty to watch, and then obviously our just offense couldn't get anything going after that, which you can't like fault that. I mean, how do you? You start off with a 3-run homer, and you go to that.
The boys are probably
like,
juiced up, and then it's like, okay, we got this massive deficit to climb out of now, guys.
I mean, it wasn't.
I mean, it was 3-3,
and then 4-3 only.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't really blow open until about the 6th, but still, like, just the energy that sucks out of your clubhouse. Now the crowd's into it. Like that's probably another most important thing about starting off hot is not just like getting the team amped up, starting off hot in the first inning, getting some runs, and giving your pitcher a break. Yeah, you have silenced the crowd, and that is like massive.
Yeah.
Now you got now that's gone, like just like that, snap of your fingers, it's gone. The crowd's into it, they're freaking out, and then you got Mizorowski pitches 1/2 inning, and he's celebrating like he just got done pitching Game 7 of the World Series. I mean, I'm like, all right, I get it. I know he's hyped. He's a young kid. It's his first ever playoff start. He had a big inning. He got out of a jam for himself.
Yeah.
But like,
yeah, it was a little weird.
It's a little much.
It's like, all right, take it easy, dude.
Yeah. Someone said he's like someone was like he's celebrating like a women's volleyball player, and I'm like, yeah, I can see that.
I would hope that some of the veterans in that clubhouse are like, hey, hype and everything, but
I don't think so. I think they're all for it. I think they're all for it. Because they're winning, why wouldn't you just be all for it? Pat Murphy loves the guy. I hate Pat Murphy. I think he's got Justin said it yesterday. He looks like a used tampon. I don't know if I think he does exactly, but I just hate his face. I hate Pat Murphy's face. And also going back on the council, terrible decision making. I don't care how it's like football with the analytics shit. Like going forward on 4th down, this and that. Michael Bush is our hottest hitter right now in the lineup, hands down. This dude is on fire again, just like he was at the beginning of the year. And there's a lefty starting the game, so we'll start Justin Turner. It's a better matchup. What are we doing? What are you talking about? Like, Justin Turner is washed. He's 41 years old.
It's not good, dude.
He's not I don't care about playoff experience. I don't care about righty versus lefty matchups. I don't care about the splits and this and that. Michael Bush is not as good against lefties as he is righties.
I'm telling you,
shit. Most lefties aren't. But, like, the dude is on fire.
Moneyball ruined the sport.
Yeah, I mean, that type of stuff is just like, that was a stupid decision.
That's just the nerds, going to that front office, like, this is what needs to happen.
Yeah, and
statistically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And now, honestly, too, another reason I could see us just getting swept is really hard to do.
You guys got to, I'm saying, you got to take one.
We have to, but now another reason we're in a pinch is because we got shelled in the first game.
Yeah.
And we ran through our bullpen. And then we showed out immediately in the second game, basically, and we ran through our bullpen some more. So now we're going into game 3. Our starting pitching has just been beat to hell. We don't have any really great starters. I mean, Taillon he pitched great his last outing.
Yeah.
And he can pitch great, but we're going to need him at this point. We need him to pitch fucking 8 2/3.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Like, actually,
a complete game, please.
Yes, like complete game shutout. Something, we need some kind of a miracle like that to give every single guy in that pitching staff a rest, because other than that, I mean, if our bullpen's got to come in by the 4th inning or 5th inning, I think even by the 5th inning, I think we're done. I think our bullpen will blow it if we come in by the 5th inning.
Yeah, and
even
like,
6th
it's
or
not
7th.
even necessarily all on them either. It's just like it's just not like sustainable. You just can't do that.
Well, the offense isn't giving them runs either. There's no run support. Like you can't. What are you gonna do with that? Like you're just getting blown out. There's no life in the clubhouse, and then the offense ain't doing shit. Dansby's up here just doing what Dansby Swanson has done all year, just shitting the bed, and PCA's back to swinging at everything.
I did see people were getting angry with him.
Yeah, he's trying too hard again. Kyle Tucker is not doing shit, and he keeps getting hurt. I mean, and it's no fault of his own. I've seen a lot of people dogging Kyle Tucker, Cubs Twitter, and just talking about how we shouldn't pay him. He gets hurt too much. Just get this injury-prone guy off my team and all this and that. And I'm like, dude, you call him injury-prone. The guy didn't get hurt fucking running a ball down in right field. The guy's batted a ball off the top of his foot and then slid into a base and had an awkward slide because of the way that the guy was blocking the bag. And then even yesterday, like he's playing on a hurt calf right now, right? What's he do yesterday? Fouls a ball off the top of his kneecap. Like that's not him on purpose. That's not injury prone. That's just it's an accident. It's just happenstance. It's like that sucks though. That like this guy's so good and he just keeps getting beat up every time.
Yeah, it's not. It's just unfortunate.
Yeah, and then imagine being like, all right, you could still hit 300, right? He's like, I just fouled a 94-mile-an-hour curveball off or splitter off my fucking knee, and I'm already playing on an injured calf. Like. I can't do anything else.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a bummer that the good guys aren't really stepping up. Ian Happ, too. Ian Happ's just eating crap right now. It just is what it is, man. Is what it is. Honestly, though, not as embarrassed as the Yankees.
Yeah, I was saying the Yankees are getting their...
We're not supposed to win the World Series every year.
The Yankees are getting blasted.
Yeah, they're getting their cheeks absolutely clapped by the Blue Jays, and I love every second of it.
The Blue Jays are scorching hot right now.
They've hit like 55 home runs against them. I mean, they're just crushing it. They've outscored them, I think, like 23 to 8 or something.
They just can't stop hitting home runs. Granted, it is the postseason, so Aaron Judge is, taking a back seat.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing what he does best, famously taking a back seat for
the regular season god. I mean, we've said it multiple times on this show. Throughout the course of this season.
I haven't actually looked at his stats. Aren't bad right now. I mean, obviously only 18 at bats, small sample size, but he's batting 444.
Okay, that's not too bad then.
No homers, 2 RBIs, but I mean, how is anyone getting in position for him to get on base with the RBIs? Blah blah blah, a lot to that. But yeah, I mean, it just they're so talented, and it's just so funny because Yankees fans, at least Cubs fans, aren't every year like, we're winning the World Series. We're winning it.
Yeah, Yankees fans are like...
You know how many we've won? And then
like Cowboys fans.
Yeah.
You're like, this is our year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, every year is their year. Yeah,
We're
they
America's
literally
team.
They follow the same exact cycle as the Cowboys, right? They were we dem boys.
Yeah.
And then that's fading out
you're
quickly.
You're currently here. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's funny because like so many Yankees fans I see just keep like, this is so bad. Like we just have it. And I've seen people like quote tweet it and they're like, you cannot be like, we have it the worst. And then also when someone says anything, you're like, 27 rings. It's like, which is it? Pick a side. Because you're either a really good friend. Like it was because someone posted a thing saying like, every single year in the postseason, we just fail and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, if you could just reread that post as a fan of any other team and just realize how much of a dickhead you sound like every year in the postseason, you make it to the playoffs every single. You know how happy a Browns fan would be to make it to the playoffs, even 1 year, let alone 5, 6, 7, how about 10 years in a row, like any franchise.
I was having this discussion today. I'm like, what would be worse, making it to the postseason and getting bounced year after year.
Never making it. We've had this discussion, I think, too.
I don't know, dude.
I think never making it. If you make it to the postseason, you have a chance every year. But to go into every year and know we don't stand a chance, why even bother watching?
But it's like, that is true. I guess that's true. But it's like you get to the postseason, it's like, well, today's the final day.
But once you're in the dance, anything can happen. Like if you're the Yankees or whoever, I mean, you could luck out and be like, damn, we got to play fucking like, we got to play the Dodgers now. And then it's like, oh, shit, Shohei Ohtani got hurt. Oh, shit, Blake Snell got hurt, too. Damn, we're getting some gifts. Like, anything can happen. So, like, I'd rather make it to the dance every single year and just possibly get disappointed and at least have it on the table to win. But yeah, Yankees fans are just truly they're
they're bad fans.
they're insufferable, man. And yeah, I hope they lose. We're going to find out tonight because they were playing the Blue Jays at 7:08 p.m. Currently, Mariners-Tigers is delayed. That series is tied 1-1. Hasn't been anything crazy really happening there.
Not really.
Oh yeah, Vladdy's grand slam. Did you see that?
That was insane.
Oh my god.
That's
like
huge.
all-time baseball moment.
Yeah.
That's like highlight reel baseball moment right there.
100%.
That's just so awesome.
That's going to be like in the YouTube montage.
Oh yeah.
Here soon, I'm sure.
Oh, for sure,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, well, you go like 6 years from now when I'm laying in bed trying to go to sleep, I'm gonna be watching like MLB's greatest playoff home run moments. That's gonna be in there, dude. Just like the ones that are now, and I lay there going, I remember watching that. Dude, I totally watched that happen live. And shit too. I did want to bring this up because someone, actually, they were talking about it on the Pat McAfee show, and I think it's bullshit. And I totally 100% disagree. Like Ty Schmidt being a Yankees fan, diehard Yankees fan, Boston Connor, obviously Red Sox fan. So them losing to the Yankees was kind of funny. But like them both saying that if the Yankees are out of the playoffs, that the World Series becomes that much less interesting. Like even Boston Connor's like, who wouldn't love to see Yankees Dodgers repeat again? And I'm like, no. As a big baseball fan, I would not like to see the Yankees I don't care. I like, sure, the Dodgers are a big draw, and maybe I'm biased because I'm a Cubs fan and I just personally just don't like the Dodgers, but I just personally don't like the Dodgers. I don't like teams that just buy up all the talent. It's like the Blue Jays are a good team, and they're doing this also, by the way, they're doing this without their best hitter arguably in the lineup. Bo Bichette is not playing right now, and they're dominating the Yankees, but like, I wouldn't, if it was a Blue Jays Phillies World Series, I would be more than fine with that.
I would agree.
I don't think that that's that big of a deal, but it's a lot of people seem to be like they're going to be pissed off when the Yankees get bounced tonight. But like, dude, it's going to happen, and I'm all for it. I don't know. I don't care about the Yankees at all. Mariners Tigers, by the way, just started right now. It got delayed. It was supposed to start an hour ago, but it just started right now. And then Dodgers Phillies. Dodgers are just... Phillies almost came back, though. Game 2, that was interesting, man. Last night was interesting.
I would love to see the Phillies move on.
I also... So, like, that's what my dad asked me, too. He's like, who do you want to win? I'm like, I hate Philly fans. I hate Philly fans a lot, and I hate Philly sports. But I also hate the Dodgers. And I'm like, Shohei got his ring. Dodgers can fucking be happy about that, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'd like to see Schwarber get another ring, and it'd probably be cool to see Bryce Harper finally get a first one.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I want to see Bryce Harper get his ring.
Yeah, and then guys like JT Realmuto. I mean, I like
Trey
him.
Turner.
Trey Turner, another one. What? But he never got one with the Dodgers, did he? He might have got one with the Dodgers. I don't know if he was on that 2020
I don't know
team.
exactly, but I just like Trey Turner as a player, so
He
I'd
might
like
have been
to
on
see him win another one if he has already or win his first.
Yeah, but either way, I mean, they have like mostly Bryce Harper though. Like that's a guy that you don't. He's one of those greats that you don't want to see go down. Like he never won the big game. Like never won the full thing. I'd love to see that celebration from them, but it's not looking good right now. It is pretty grim. The Dodgers are up 2-0 in that series right now, and that was in Philly. Now they got to go to LA. That's tough, dude.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. Hopefully, they can climb out of that.
Yeah, that's if they manage to pull that off,
they're winning it.
I thought they were. I really thought they were going to. I actually kind of thought the Dodgers are going to just get bounced, being that how bad they performed in like the second half of the season and even towards the very, very end of the season.
Yeah,
I mean they were really bad. Obviously, all you got to do is make it in, and they can turn it on.
There's just no reason that they shouldn't be winning it every year with that roster.
100%. 100%. We talked about this when they won the World Series, about like they shouldn't, like realistically they could win 3 in a row, and it would not be that surprising.
No, it'd be like, well, look at their roster.
Yeah, it's crazy stacked. This was
a fantasy team.
Yeah, this was a stat I meant to bring up real quick on the Cubs game. I'm done talking about it after this, but Shota Imanaga, he's allowed 23 homers in the last 14 games.
That's a really, really bad stat.
That
That is not good.
which is
That's just a stat you don't want connected with your team.
no.
that's
No, that stat right there, basically, you can kind of assume accounts for negating any runs you got in 14 of those games.
That's so bad.
23 homers is so many, dude.
That's a lot.
That's, I think, on the year. So I want to say, actually, I'm going to try and look it up really quick. I do want to look. I meant to look it up yesterday because we were texting about it in the group chat, and I never ended up finding it. But I want to see how many he gave up in total now, because I want to say he's almost at 40.
Yeah, it's bad. It's really bad.
Okay, 34 total. 31 in the regular season, but that's also in like 30 in like 150 innings pitched only, right? 144 innings pitched, 31 homers.
That's a yikes.
That actually might be that's probably the worst in the entire MLB, if I'm not mistaken. I know JP Sears was up there. He had like 30-something homers. Someone else got crushed all year too. I can't remember who it was, but yeah, that's up there with like the worst in the MLB. And JP Sears at least had like almost 200 innings pitched, I think. He was at least up there more.
Yeah.
But
it's somewhat more excusable.
A little bit. And he was on the Athletics.
Yeah, that is true. That is very true.
In all fairness. And I think if I'm not mistaken, he's get traded to the Padres, but that don't mean shit now.
No, definitely does not.
Our season's still not over, so eat shit, Padres fans. That's all I had, I think.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go heat up some chicken tenders.
Chicken again, huh? It's always chicken.
It's either that or turkey. We don't have any beef right now in the house, so unfortunately.
Beef. It's what's for dinner.
But yeah, guys. So as always, thank you for listening. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow, especially on X. We're getting a little more active on there, trying to at least, trying to get that engagement up. And if you hate us, comment. If you love us, comment. Either way, we're happy.
Yeah.
So as always, we'll catch you in the next one.
Thanks.